2 points away from scoring 30 for the first time, only missing 3 shots. I just wanted to speak. Could you just speak about the matchup between you and Kalani and Spirit?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. She should have scored 30. There's a couple layups. Hey, actually, let me start by saying this. Look, Aliyah Boston, AB had a hell of a basketball game. Hell of a basketball game. I mean, the improvement from start to finish of the year. Actually, she looks in great shape, by the way. We can compliment her on that. She looks like she's in great shape. If you go watch the game, check her shape, go to the beginning of the season, look at her shape. She's putting in work. She's definitely in game shape right now. I love what she's doing. Her footwork is amazing right now. You know, I'm just going to be completely honest. There's a couple layups I feel that she could have made, that she should have made, and then 9 times out of 10 she will make. She's in the right position. She's sealing her defender. You know, and her point guard right next to her is looking for her every possession. Her point guard is looking for her every possession, trying to get her the rock. So I'm gonna be honest, man. Caitlin and AB, they built a hell of a connection, bro, and I'm sure AB loves playing with Caitlin. So you got to give her credit, man. 28 points, had a hell of a game. I think she finished with nine rebounds, one short of a double double, but she had an amazing game. Fought down there, played some good defense, and made big shots. So that's what I got to say, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough matchup. I think to start the game, too, they really
Okay, audio
capitalized
as
on
well.
getting deep
I like
steals. And
it.
so for me, I'm not very happy about that because, I mean, that just gave them some easy buckets that they didn't need. But, I mean, they're great post players. And then for me, on the offensive end, I feel like I was just getting to the right spots, being able to attack.
You guys were able, you lost to them the first time you guys came.
What is Caitlin over there? Is she frustrated? She over there funny. What's up with Caitlin? Did she look at something? Oh, she must have looked at somebody over here.
On the offensive end, I feel like I was just getting to the right spots, being able to attack.
Oh yeah, she definitely looked at something. I'm like, what is she laughing at? Okay.
You guys were able, you lost to them the first time you guys came here. What were some of the things that you struggled with during the first matchup that you still feel like you weren't able to overcome during this matchup?
I'm just laughing at Caitlin, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, we lost first matchup. To be honest, I don't even know because that was a preseason game. And I feel like
Yo, what's up with them in the hey, they're gonna have some of the funniest interview compilations this year, I promise you. They are going to have some of the funniest compilations this year. Guaranteed.
lost first matchup. To be honest, I don't even know because that was a preseason game, and I feel like it's hard to really say anything that happens in preseason because in that moment we're continuing to learn each other. And then for this game, I mean, it was us. I mean, we just have to take care of the ball. And in that fourth quarter too, though, like Enrique, I mean, she hit tough shots. JC Sheldon hit some really big threes for them. So we just have to make sure that we're able to get stops when we need it, especially in that fourth quarter.
Speaking of big threes, after you tied up the game, after you guys were, in having the behind for the entire game, you guys got tied up when you hit that 63-63. Then she comes back, hits the three. What was working for you guys in the third quarter to kind of cut down that lead?
I honestly think just pick and roll. Like we were getting whatever we wanted to the rim, and like AB was sealing really well. Like offensively, we were able to get whatever we wanted all night. It felt like it was just our defense. Like we gave up 28 points off turnovers, and I think 20 of those were in the first half, and like so that really kills you.
That was a huge stat when I heard at halftime. 20 points off turnovers in the first half. We cannot have that if we're gonna win basketball games.
The game, and just got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Like give up 100+ points, you're not going to win very many games.
Yeah, that's another thing is they gave up a lot of points tonight, man. 101 points is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Although they put up like 90 something, but damn.
Seems like that's just the reality of it. But we did a pretty good job of hanging with them and probably gave people an entertaining game. It was fun there in the last 4 minutes. It was pretty back and forth, I guess.
She's gonna say it means nothing, but I think it's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So it's all right.
I mean, I like. I just think I do it.
There goes AB being a good teammate, man. You know, Caitlin's very passive about stuff and awards and stuff and breaking this. AB always is right there to make sure she gets acknowledged for it. Always.
Pretty cool. So it's all right.
I like.
Sorry.
I just think I do it. Like I just try.
Let me go back just a little bit.
She's gonna say it means nothing, but I think it's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So it's all right.
I mean, uh, I just think I do like I just try to set my teammates up for success. I think at times like I can almost overpass, and that can maybe I don't know. There probably could have been a few times where instead of passing that leads to turnover that I might have, I can probably shoot the ball. But
I agree, man. There's a couple times where I'm looking like, Caitlin, pull that shit. If you watch my live, I'm like, bro, shoot that thing. But she's looking for the pass a lot. And I get it, man. When you got the bigs like that and you got to, you're going to want to make that pass. It's an easy play. So, but there's a couple times I'm like, Caitlin, shoot the ball. You're wide open. Shoot it. She will, though. Just wait. Just wait.
Especially with AB, like I'm just looking to set her up so much. Like my eyes are just always on our post players, whether that's Liz or whether that's AB or whoever's in the game at the time, and then kind of look out from there. But yeah, I mean, still didn't shoot it very good from three, and I thought we finished really well around the paint. I'm sure our points in the paint were pretty good. 62 points in the paint, so yeah.
62 points in the paint, man. What's up with the audio over there,
Yeah,
gang?
the late turnover definitely kills, for sure. It's like a fine line of they were up pressuring me, so then I kind of got behind them and was able to attack, and then I tried to pull it out and kind of lost my handle while getting poked from behind. So that one definitely killed. And I think I only had one turnover in the second half, and we'd done a pretty good job of taking care of it a little better in the second half, but that one's really costly and you can't have it. So
I like that. She's acknowledging it. She's not going around it. She made a mistake. She pulled the ball out. They were on her ass. Pause. And then they poked the ball out, But she knows that she cannot do that. And you can see the frustration in the game where she hit the floor and she put her head down. She knows she cannot do that.
We'd done a pretty good job of taking care of it a little better in the second half, but that one's really costly and you can't have it. So from that point, it's pretty hard to win a game once it becomes 3 possessions. And at that point, we had it at 2. So, but it's what it is, I guess.
Caitlin, can you tell me a little bit about the growing chemistry you have with Melissa Smith?
Yeah, I think Liz does a really good job of putting herself in a position where she knows she can get the ball and then go and finish. I think she runs the floor really well, especially in transition when we get it off a steal. We've had quite a few plays this year where they're just really exciting and the crowd kind of goes crazy. So she finishes really well around the rim. She's just so athletic. She can just make plays that a lot of 4 players in this league cannot make just because of her size and the way she can move. So I think I'm just always trying to set her up, whether it's her being in our short corner spot or running to the rim. Those are positions that I can put her in to be successful.
Aliyah, what do you think about?
I'm sorry.
What do you think about Melissa's development?
Yeah, I feel like Caitlin said it best. Just Liz being able to do a lot of stuff that other fours can. I think she's always at an advantage, especially on the offensive end. She runs the floor really hard. She rebounds the ball really, really well, and so I mean, she's just that player for us.
I like it. I like it.
How do you build?
Take a break.
So, it's like some things that you saw in the game that you carry over this season.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's really hard to hear the reporters' questions, but I guess it's the WNBA has to work on that. I know I need to work on my audio too. I'm trying, but
I don't play for months.
I'm sorry
so
that you can't hear
not
it.
much building to be done, but I don't know. Like for me, it's kind of frustrating. Like I feel like we've left 2 games out there that are very winnable for us going into the break. Whether the Mystics at home and then obviously this one, and then we've won.
Those
other matchups
they should have
that are really
won.
Tough for us. The Lynx
Those
on
are
the
2
road,
games.
Mercury on the road, Mercury at home, Liberty at home, and you lose 2 that probably you should have won, especially the one at home versus the Mystics. So for me, that's frustrating. So I think that's the biggest area for our team to grow in this last 14 games of the year is, you can't leave these opportunities on the table. Right now, we're back and forth between 7th and 8th place in this league, possibly dropping to 9th, depending on how, it goes from day to day. So every single game matters, and you don't want to have to look back at the end of the year and be like, dang, like we left some out there that we could have easily got. So I think that's the frustration part for me, but you just use it as motivation and you're right there and you're really close. And like I said, pregame, like we put together like 2 quarters or 3 quarters. Like we really are.
Man, that's one thing I keep saying too, because I keep hearing her in the interview, man. They can't put together the 2 and 3 quarters. That first quarter is what lost them the game. We cannot lose a quarter by 7 points. I said that in my video when I did the highlights to the game. We cannot lose the first quarter by 7 points. Because if you watch every other quarter, we either won the quarter or we lost the quarter by 1 or 2 points. Besides the fourth quarter.
Struggling to put together 4, so I think that's an area that we can focus on going into the last 14.
That's happened 2 more.
Do you feel like it's just the chemistry you're still learning, from each other, so find a play?
Yeah, I think it's that. I think at times we have our offense is really good, and then fourth quarter it like gets a little stagnant, or our defense is really good for a quarter, and then the next quarter it's not as good. So I think it's just our consistency overall. But you can tell our chemistry is really coming along, and we're playing a lot better. If you watch a game from the beginning of the year, one of like our first 5 games, and you watch the game now, like you would think we're a completely different team with completely different players. So got to give our group a lot of credit, our coaches a lot of credit for everybody just really buying in and continuing to improve. And our goal is obviously to get back to the playoffs. Haven't been there since 2016, and right now we're in a position to do that.
Yeah, they get to the playoffs, it's going to be up, super up.
So that's exciting, and that's something to build off of. But at the same time, we just know we can be so much better, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Last one's going to come on Zoom. Alexa, go ahead.
Hey guys, just kind of going off that point, Aliyah, maybe if you want to chime in too. I know you wanted a different result today, but if you could take that like big picture look, I mean, can you take in a lot of positives from just, especially this month of July, what you were able to accomplish and put together, and the chemistry you're able to build, and how much confidence is even, in light of tonight, do you have moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, we've won some pretty big games this month, and I think that shows that, one, we can compete with the top team in the league, but I think it also shows that we have to be ready every single night. Like I think Caitlin said it best, like 2 games that we definitely dropped that we should have won, but I think
Man, they should have wiped the Mystics and low-key wiped the Wings.
just looking into the remainder of this season, like when we come back, we just have to be ready to compete, because these are the last 14 games that we have, and we are trying to make it back to the playoffs, and I think we are in a good position, but we just have to make sure that we're able to capitalize on all these games.
Well, J-Team at 35 assists.
Christy! I'll get back to you on another video with Christy. But look, man, there you have it. AB, Caitlin. I love this duo right here. I love this connection. I love what's going on. Yes, they let the game slip that they should have won going into the second half, going into the break, going into the second half. But, I got faith that they're going to have a great 14 games, get in the playoffs. And I think when they're in the playoffs, I think it's up. I think it's up. Super up. No, bro. I got the fan on. I got to fix all that, man. I'm going to make sure. Watch. Just give me another week. This whole room's about to be up. Just wait. So, yeah, man. There you have it. I love the connection. Like I said, I think the break, let them rest a little bit. Let them get their legs underneath them. And then we'll see what the next 14 games what they could do. So, it's your boy, man, ceokana. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me, man. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I got more videos coming all night and tomorrow, man. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. And I'm gone.